Japanese wrestling team. She's got a very worthy opponent here in our People's Republic of Korea, CHOE.
So CHOE in the red and KIYOOKA in the blue. The Japanese wrestler having beaten Antim 10-0 in her respective semi-final. Both these wrestlers looked in great form 3 hours ago in booking this ticket. Snap down from KIYOOKA. They're both so low right now, neither wanting to let the other be on that ever so slightly lower level. Mirroring each other almost in these opening 60 seconds.
Yes, it's truly like a cat and mouse game out there with two of the world's best wrestlers putting on a show for us. And they're both, it's interesting, they're both trading these wrist controls, both looking for each other's wrists, looking for that drag, that angle to get around the hands and in.
Erica, you often talk about real-time data being fed back to each wrestler through the hands, and tell us a little bit more about what these wrestlers are gaining at the moment when they connect.
Yeah, I mean, you're feeling like where their body position is, where their pressure is, and with your eyes, you know, there was this tiny moment where CHOE came up and KIYOOKA took that moment to drop in on the leg. She's in now on this sweep single. She's quite low, but the flexibility from CHOE of that knee joint of her hip to be able to withstand this, not give up the point here. She's also on the activity period, but we will see it continue. The point will be awarded, and because there was no progression there from KIYOOKA, they call them up.
And Erica, for those who haven't wrestled before, the feeling through the knee then, is it a feeling of pain or just discomfort? I mean, it was CHOE having to go through the pain barrier, not to try and force herself out of that position.
Sometimes, but I think, you know, we see this a lot out of elite wrestlers. It's like they don't have a knee joint sometimes, or shoulder joints as well. There's this inherent flexibility. I think that's the beauty of wrestling. You have to be so strong, powerful, dynamic, and also flexible.
CHOE fires a shot here and gets in as well. KIYOOKA under pressure.
And we're talking about the flexibility here. Look at the way that KIYOOKA has her leg up, but she's just in almost a full splits, not giving up the points here. So she knows she's up by one. She's looking to not give up the zone, but beautiful step back, and CHOE gets the takedown. And this deep gut wrench, she's gonna load up on her hips. Just look at the way that she's trying to put the pressure on with her shoulders, but time was on KIYOOKA's side.
At the break, and Erica, did KIYOOKA do well there not to make that worse for her, because it was only 2 points in the end?
I think, you know, this is the difference between these two athletes. They both essentially took that same attack, that low sweep single, but CHOE did a really great job of keeping the adjustment, keeping that whizzer, keeping her weight on KIYOOKA, not letting her come up. And we saw CHOE, when she came around on that sweep single, she was able to table that leg, and that gave her the opportunity to score. Maybe it's not super uncomfortable being in that flex splits position for KIYOOKA. She's used to it, she's flexible, but it's not an easy position to defend from, and that's where she gave up that takedown.
It's been a brilliant contest first round, and the next 3 minutes begins. An arm drag attempt from CHOE, and then there's a double leg shot, ends on one leg, then loses control, and CHOE looking here for the points, and she'll get two. The ambition from KIYOOKA, nearly landing it, but then getting countered by CHOE. 4-1.
So we're seeing KIYOOKA take the opportunities as CHOE comes slightly up to drop, but she's still a little bit far away from her, and that's not allowing her to get those finishes. And CHOE did a great job of recovering on that double leg. and ripping KIYOOKA over to her back, extending her lead by 2 here with 2 minutes left.
This is the world champion from 55 kilograms in Moe KIYOOKA up against the Olympic bronze medalist from Paris, CHOE.
And you see here, CHOE is doing such a great job keeping her hands low, protecting her legs. She always comes back to this like base position, which her head is down, her hands are inside her knees, not giving out any of these. I mean, that's an adjustment too, because you notice is every time she reaches her left hand up, KIYOOKA's in on her legs. So again, hands are down low, below her knees. She's staying in super good body position, CHOE. And then she just has an answer to that shot from out of bounds. It was an unnecessary attack from KIYOOKA.
CHOE moves further ahead. She knew that was coming in, and she was ready for it. Here's the gut wrench attempt, ripping over to the left. Another attempt for a low ankle shot, and again, CHOE has read it. Eight 1 ahead now.
So she's trying to lift up KIYOOKA to get that angle. She's going to kind of bring that knees down and together to set up that lace. And she's got to snake her right arm through to kind of put the pressure on the ankles to get over it. KIYOOKA's doing such a great job of sitting back and putting her pressure on, but it's just not enough, and that's it.
And she's been taken for spin after spin, just to make sure from CHOE she is the Asian champion. After the bronze in Paris last year, CHOE topples Moe KIYOOKA at 53 kilograms.
Representing the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
A terrific performance